Hey, welcome to the Medicated podcast. It's your boy Suave. Max, relax. Today I'm going to be talking about how Gucci Mane saturates the game with all the music he releases. Like, I feel like Gucci is a pioneer, but also Gucci is a pirate. Like, Gucci's just been dropping music just to drop music. I mean, if that's what you do, yeah, go ahead. But, bro, you don't need to oversaturate the game with just, like, force feeding us with tape after tape after tape after tape. It's like when Gucci was locked up, when he dropped breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yo, all those tapes were fucking trash, bro. I was in high school around that time. I'm like, yo, these tapes are fucking trash. And then it was just like views from Zone 6. He was, around that time, it was a weird era. But like Gucci, even before I was even in high school, before all that, Gucci been dropping music, just dropping music. He just always stayed consistent. He stayed in his lane. People would say it's trash, but I mean, if you're consistently doing something, it becomes glitter. It just starts turning into gold. Cause I mean, nobody else can do it like you, and your consistency shows more than what it is. You know what I mean? It alleviates all the issues. But just to tie in, I was falling off track. It's like Gucci Mane has been just dropping music, and I don't feel like the music has any value or adds any value to his catalog. I mean, he has a couple hits, not even a couple. He has a multitude of hits, and I mean, I don't feel like Gucci Mane needs to drop that much music. Like, bro, artists like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, even like more older artists, there's no need to drop a multitude of music. Like, bro, less is more, my nigga. Now, if it's more is less, apparently that's how Gucci living. There's nothing wrong with just putting out a whole bunch of music just for the fans' sake or just because that's what you do. There's nothing wrong with that. But I would say that, yo, make people really want the fucking music, Gucci Mane. Like, people don't want you to just fucking drop music just because you feel like dropping music. Like, nigga, make it fucking worth our while. Like, people are buying your product, bro. Like, getting at your music. And it's like, my nigga, you got so much music. Like, it's so much to get into. Like, bro, it's nothing wrong with just putting out music, bro. Again, like, just to put it out. But when you put music out and have a large fan base and following, you want to make sure you don't, like, just force feed it to us. Like, niggas don't want to just hear a new Gucci tape every month. Like, this month, this nigga's dropping a Trap Santa tape or something like that, like, just involving Christmas. Like, I get it, bro. Like, I understand you being holiday festive and shit, and you trying to get to the bag, bro. But really and truthfully, nobody don't want to hear, like, you every single year, my nigga. Like, why would I want to listen to Gucci Mane every year? Like, Gucci, I understand you done bounced back from going to prison. You had a stint in prison, whatever, vice versa. And you know you done cleaned yourself up from drugs and whatnot. I completely respect you for making the 360 as a man. But, like, just musically, I mean, Gucci, unless you coming with some spiritual, lyrical, miracle, individual shit, like, bro, honestly, I don't know if I want to keep hearing you just dropping shit. You know what I'm saying? Your more recent projects, El Gato, Human Glacier, beautiful. I heard it. Driving in the car, that shit slaps. I fuck with it. And I mean, most of your tapes, most of your work, they're pretty thorough. You know what I'm saying? You talking your shit, but my only problem is just the quantity. How many you're dropping? Like, bro, you're dropping too much. And really, just you know, kind of tie into it. Really, what is too much in hip hop? Like, what is too much? How do I know I'm oversaturating the game? One might ask. Honestly, I don't even think there's really oversaturation. There's plenty of space for you to drop as much projects as you want. But eventually, too much of anything I feel like can hurt an artist or just hurt a business. If you just building your brand from the ground up, it's gonna take a while. And I mean, you have to be very consistent in just, building your brand. Because, I mean, it isn't going to happen overnight where being a musician, you're just going to drop one hit song and it's just gonna buzz. It's gonna be on the radio. You're gonna be famous doing tours, interviews, selling merch. Hell no. It never fucking works like that. So I understand where Gucci's coming from with being so consistent and just dropping and dropping and dropping. That, and it's a combination of he be on fucking drugs. Well, at least he used to be. Back in the day, you know, when Gucci was crazy, when he was fat. That boy Gucci was just out here, man. He ain't care about shit. When he got face tats, ice cream cones, all that. Gucci really done birthed all these little rap niggas. Gucci been here, been out here. He been trying to tell niggas this how you do it. I remember when Gucci and Young Jeezy was beefing. I mean, it didn't really make sense. They both the GOATs of, like, they trap era of that Atlanta wave. I don't know why would they be beefing, but one thing I can say is Gucci Mane was outworking Young Jeezy musically all day. Jeezy could dream of working like how Gucci was, but Gucci was just so consistent on the drugs. So consistent, and I don't even think it was the drugs. It was just he was very consistent. If he wanted to do something, he'd just get at it. He'd just be at it, be at it, be at it, be at it. And he would never quit. It's like, yo, even though he's going to jail, get into mishaps, you know what I'm saying? He had to shoot a nigga and kill him. I mean, yo, this nigga is actually living that life, and he living how he talk.
We probably give Gucci Mane too little credit sometimes because not a lot of rappers are actually rapping that much, if that makes sense. Like, he may be making, you know, trap song, but at the end of the day, Gucci's one of the most consistent rappers in the game. Like, less is more, like Kendrick Lamar, you know what I mean? Or like J. Cole, but at the same time, more is less for Gucci. Gucci just be dropping, and dropping. He feels like that's his only way in the game. He said in the interview, he was like, man, honestly, I just kept working until it made sense. And I mean, I can't even blame him. That's with any job. If you're very consistent and that's what you do, that shit is just gonna fall for you. I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't care if you're a graveyard cleaner. I don't fucking know, my nigga. Like, be consistent and be optimistic, and that shit gonna fall for you, man. Like, straight up. That's all I really had to touch on about Gucci, man. Gucci's one of my favorite artists. He's one of the best rappers out right now. One of the hardest, one of the realest, one of the most street. You feel me? I appreciate everybody for checking out my podcast today. Thank you so much. Peace.